You can't go wrong. This year I'm really gonna kick that football.
Do you ever wish that Charlie Brown had kicked the football? Or had the nerve to talk to the little red-headed girl? What if you were in a comic? What do you think you would do? What about your students? What if they could insert themselves, their friends and family, even their pets and belongings into a comic? Do you think that their narratives would suddenly become more interesting and exciting? As students learn to write narratives in middle school, having a comic as a form of pre-writing can help students improve their dialogue skills, think of their setting in new and exciting ways, and organize their thoughts in a logical and coherent manner. One way that students can help organize their thoughts is through the use of the web application, Comic Life. It's available at the address listed on your screen. You get a free 30-day trial to test the product and make sure that it will meet the needs of your school, classroom, or specific students. There are bulk licenses available if you are interested in purchasing multiple licenses for an entire district or school. Would you like to learn about the ways that Comic Life could motivate your students to write, encourage their creativity, and support the standards across the curriculum? It will change the way you teach the writing process by using digital storytelling, which is using technology to tell a story, either fiction or nonfiction. While the examples in this presentation are focused on writing at the middle school level, it is important to note that this application can be used for a variety of subjects and grade levels, and can be as simple or complex as you would like. As you see, students can create a single panel comic all the way through more traditional looking comic booklets featuring multiple frames per page. Students use their own digital photos for their comics, which makes writing personal narratives or engaging in digital storytelling much more fun. By using word or thought balloons or bubbles, students can write dialogue that is natural and engaging without the added stress of trying to fit it into a paper that is traditionally written. Students can use Comic Life across the curriculum for a variety of subjects. For instance, they can explain math concepts in a comic strip. Specifically, students will enjoy using Comic Life as a way to creatively write their personal narratives, as required by the Kentucky Common Core curriculum, or to use other writing methods to engage in digital storytelling. Even though students would be using actual photographs of themselves and their friends and family, they could still use this to write fiction stories. The effects and graphics available on Comic Life make it easy for students to adjust the coloring and features or to add traditional comic book exclamations at just the right point. Studies show that students who engaged in comic writing using a web application also went beyond the traditional revision process by not only revisiting their written texts, but also bringing their stories alive by utilizing many design choices on the website. As you know, one of the writing standards from the Kentucky Common Core states, with some guidance and support from peers and adults, develop and strengthen writing as needed by planning, revising, editing, rewriting, or trying a new approach. By allowing students to create comics as outlines or first drafts of written narratives, students will also have the ability to read one another's work and encourage revision through more authentic dialogue, help authors explain their settings with more clarity, and make sure that everything flows well. One of the American Association of School Librarians standards for students is to share knowledge and participate ethically and productively as members of our democratic society. By allowing students to work together using Comic Life, they will also meet the standards for participating and collaborating, using writing and speaking skills to communicate new understanding, and using technology and other information to organize knowledge. As you can see in the following sample, Janie, a middle school student, is using Comic Life to write the first draft of her narrative assignment. She chose to write about her Christmas break and is using this as the outline for her narrative. With the support of her peers, she will be able to develop and expand on her pictorial outline and add in dialogue and supporting details to help her story flow. The rubric for this first draft, or outline, of Janie's narrative shows not only what she has successfully completed, but what she is expected to do in the future. This particular rubric will not only be scored by the teacher, but also by her peers, who will help her expand her story to fully meet state standards. In addition to using this web application as a way to digitally tell stories through comics, this would also meet the Kentucky Common Core standard of publishing a piece of writing. As students create, edit, and revise, then finalize their comics, They have the option of saving them as PDFs, which could then be uploaded to a class blog or a school website. I would now like to invite you to visit the website that is listed on your screen and use some of your own digital pictures to create your own short comic. Additionally, please browse the user guide for Comic Life. Thank you very much. I hope that you find the idea of using comics as a form of digital storytelling to be both intriguing and exhilarating. Please feel free to contact me at the email address on your screen if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions.